managed it when we were talking about it.
I saw that, I tried to find
Just-
too, I noticed it.
Not an update too.
It needs a minute probably. Thank you, Jean.
Oh, one more.
Is it up?
It's like,
Oh, okay. It's up, Tom. Thank you.
so you can.
We'll get someone else's. But thank you for always doing it. Makes me feel better.
Yeah, I'm good at that. And then put it on say that.
Yeah.
Whole sleep.
That's as good as it's gonna get, cause it's not 90. Oh, that.
Got it.
2 minutes and if Jamie's not here, we'll go ahead and get started. All right, it's 4:35 at the wire. And I'm calling this special board meeting for Monday, April 13th, 2026 to order. At this time, I am looking for a motion to approve the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second.
I'll go with Corey made the motion and Amy seconded. Any discussion? There's no discussion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Agenda approved. Moving on, new business. The referendum results discussion. So the referendum did not pass. It fell short by 88 votes of 452 in favor of and 540 against. I know that a lot of other districts had close votes on their referendums as well, either in favor of or against. Unfortunately, that comparison does no good for our district. But I think it shows that there were a lot that wanted to go through. And it just fell short of convincing enough people of the necessity of it. I wish things were as easily tangible as saying, you know, we need boilers and roofs just as much as we need teachers and other staff in the school district. And I know that there's a lot of thoughts about the mishandling of money, and that's understandable, but this isn't something that happened overnight. And unfortunately, a lot of people, especially the board, are stuck dealing with something we didn't necessarily create to begin with. And unfortunately, we can't just not have staff in the school, or we cannot just expect people to work out of the goodness of their hearts. They also have bills. They also have things they need to take care of as well. And I know there are discussions in regards to leadership and whatnot, but truth be told, even if we have different leadership in the district, we still have to pay them. And there's a good chance we'll have to pay them more than what we are currently paying them. Not saying that means we don't make changes, not saying it means we don't restructure things. It's just saying that we're not going to be able to do it for free. And there are going to be looking at cuts having to be made. But I think more importantly, if the board pushes forward to view this as a reason for go to another referendum ask in the fall, that when they approach it, they show they have a plan, that they show that they're going to do something besides just not make cuts, that they show how they're going to point a way forward. So we aren't going to referendum every 3 years necessarily, or that we're trying to make things better within the district. I think that was, like I said before, one of the strongest issues we had with more people wanting to vote for it because they didn't feel there was a clear plan going forward. So if the board chooses to do so in the fall, I would hope that they would have a plan to reflect the extra thought that's being put forth into it. And going ahead, we're looking at roughly a 1.6 million deficit for this upcoming year. Now, mind you, at the start of this school year in the fall, it was 700,000 short. By the time we hit January, it was 1.6. And the school had done nothing in regards to hiring anymore, spending anymore. It was simply the cost of things went up and the money coming in from the state and federal government went down. It jumped that high and we did nothing to even make it jump that high. So I don't even know what's going to happen between now and fall. Hopefully some lawmakers get together and realize that schools need their support and try and push some more funding this way. But the point is we are looking at only having to make 700,000 and going down to a bare bones situation. There is no possible financial way, no matter who we got rid of, how we restructured, that we're going to be able to cut 1.6 million. It's not possible, looking at all the numbers. Which means whatever fund balance we have left, we're going to end up eating into. And there's a good chance we're going to end up potentially in a worse situation after the next year, maybe two if we're lucky, than we were last year. Because going into this year, we actually had a strong direction. We're looking at turning things around. And now with the costs and revenue decreases, it's, yeah, especially without a referendum. So I'm hoping that if the board comes, like I say, this fall and asks for a referendum again, that they have that plan put forward so we get all of the support that the school can muster up, because they're going to need it. Any other comments or discussion from the rest of the board in regards to the referendum results? The only thing I'll say is I've seen the great things this community can do. I've seen how it can come together, and I hope it shows that once again. On the resignation of the finance director. I don't think there's much discussion in regards to this.
I just wanted to comment, I wanted on this agenda because, if you see on there, obviously her last day is May 5th. I have been in touch with CISA. We have talked with them, an administrative group. They're working up, they think they would need to be in the district, 2 days a week. They are willing to get us through the end of fiscal year and the audit. And maybe potentially looking at consulting them as well. But, right now I'm waiting on a quote for 2 days a week to get us into a transition after Laura's departure.
I don't know the cost of that yet then?
Not yet, no.
Okay,
They're working up something. Our team met with them and went through duties and went through, they're familiar with Baird, they're familiar with Marquez, they're familiar with our auditor, so. I don't know if any of you guys want to comment, but they seem very confident, very understanding, and
I just know it's gonna be a huge hit to our budget regardless, just because CISA's never cheap. Sorry.
yeah, and I don't know what it is at this point. Like they said, two days a week, they felt for this transition. I don't know about consulting in the future.
That would be a short term.
Yeah, the first one will be a short term to get us through the end of fiscal year and the audits. And then the second one, I mean, we could post the position. But they do also offer consulting services, and I would just have to get you numbers on that.
Yeah, I don't think, was that listed in the,
No,
of the package?
No, and I worked with Brandon. I tried to get some numbers from him, but without them speaking to us and knowing what their duties would be, he couldn't come up with a number. And we just did that now last week.
Okay. Well, sorry, you see you going, Laura, but wish you the best. And we'll see you still 2 more times this month, right? So. Thank
If
you.
you schedule right, we'll see you the first part of May maybe too.
People are gonna be outside.
All right, so yeah, look forward to seeing those numbers. Hopefully you can have them by next week
Yes,
even.
I was hoping to have them for the count.
And I mean, you know, who knows, maybe we'll find something that they've got experience with other districts.
They are currently working with other districts.
And maybe they could help point us in a better direction with some other things as well. All right, I put forth the motion to accept the resignation of finance.
Do that in this meeting?
Yeah, we can. Of finance director,
I'll second that.
motion by myself, seconded by Corey. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you again, Laura, for all your work. It's much appreciated. All right. At this time, I'm looking for a motion to convene in the closed session under Wisconsin State Statute 19.851 to consider employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercise responsibility. Considerations of financial, medical, social, or personal information, and to confer with legal counsel who is rendering oral or written advice.
I'll make a motion to go into closed.
Second.
Motion by Kelly, seconded by Corey. In this closed session, we are going to be discussing referendum staffing considerations and decisions, which falls under B and or sorry, not B. Yeah, well, it could fall under B, fall under C, and fall under F of 19.85. Any discussion? Corey, take the roll.
Corey, yes. Jamie,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Polly,
Yes.
Katie.
Yes.